Welcome back to the LTS, guys. It's your host Duncan, and here in studio, I'm about to give you Manchester United. Obviously, we are rolling right now. Michael Carrick is 3-3. I think that bloke who has like a mile of hair on his head is about to real cut this man. Fulham 3-2 win. Obviously, it wasn't a convincing win in my view because 2-0, and then guys came back to draw it with that Kevin Wonder goal. But yeah, kudos to Michael Carrick and his boys to seeing it through. Benjamin Seško giving us that late winner. Yeah, up the Reds. But yeah, we look like we are rolling right now. Players are playing with confidence. Uncle Casemiro playing. I think that was the game of the season to me in terms of at least Casemiro's performances. That no look pass to Cunha's second goal, man. Wow. But yeah, strength to strength right now. Michael Carrick looks like he has that consistent squad right now. I think that 4-2-3-1 is really working for us with Brian Mbeumo being the top of the head. Bruno Fernandes, wow, 12 assists right now in the Premier League. Second to none, man. All those Shaki and I don't even know who those boys are chasing my guy, but man, they're eating dust at this point. Right on track to real beating or even equaling one of those assist records this season. I think could make at least 8 more assists right now. It could equal like Henry's record of those 20 assists. So Bruno Fernandes is playing out of his socks right now. Uncle Casemiro, Licha. Wow, man. Wow. I think I want to highlight some of these players' capabilities because I feel like he's the best ball playing center back right in that number right now, because the way he passes the ball and the way he comes out of pressure in certain moments, he looks unfazed, man. Kudos to Ajax to really giving us this guy. When I look at him play and I look at the likes of Timber, right, you can see that Ajax identity, the likes of Mazraoui, they're so calm on the ball, they're good with it. Any scenario, 3-man, 2-man, it's G, man. I think Ruben Amorim, I would like to give him some credit because you look at the fitness levels of this team. I think it's all down to Ruben Amorim's work and maybe some of his coaching staff in there, because our fitness coach was really doing wonders this season. Players look like they're fit, look sure starting all the games this season. Consistency is key. Harry Maguire starting 3 consecutive games right now. He's on a tear right now. Handled Haaland, handled the likes of Gabriel in that Arsenal game, and as well pocketing the likes of Raul Jimenez in this game. I think Jimenez gave him a little bit of trouble as well because those 2 runs, he just kept running off his back and goes to Dalot's position and then starts trajectorying that run into the box behind Harry Maguire. You could say these are some of the tactical tweaks I think we need to work on, especially Harry Maguire's positioning with the strikers. If your striker keeps pulling off on you and then employing that space between the right back and centre back, that's quite of a difficult space to mark. And man, Harry Maguire needs to tack on that. To be fair, can't have strikers running off your back and no man is really tracking them. Dalot was good in this game, but I prefer Mazraoui in this world, to be fair. But yeah, kudos to Dalot, is doing his thing. I'm not really trying to knock his confidence or anything like that, but yeah, I think we just deserve a better player in that realm, because if we can get a player who can complement Amad more, I feel like we can get more from Amad in terms of at least the GA side. But work ethic side, Amad is one of our best players. I think it should be one of those team names that I think is the starting name on like the team sheet every game week, because his work ethic in terms of at least helping Dalot and then that constant sprinting up and down, man. His pressing is immense. Us winning back the ball. I think some of the things Carrick has made better in this team is the pressing unit, right? We press so well. We press in a compact form. The first 5 in the press are very good. I think employing Kobe Mainoo up that high has given him so much confidence, because he didn't really need to cover so much spaces like the way it was in the Amorim system. Casemiro looks like he has so many people around him, and he's not looking leggy. He's not looking like he's covering so much space as well. He doesn't really need to cover Kobe Mainoo so much because Kobe is really doing his thing. And given the fact that Bruno presses so deep as well, and Ahmad as well, Cunha, man, I think Cunha was one of my best players in this game because the way we employed him in the left side of the wing, but he was more or less a roaming 10. So it looked like we were playing with 2 10s at a certain point because when you look at Cunha's goal, right, he's right on the right side of the half, and he shouldn't even be near that position, to be fair. Given the likes of Garnacho and Rashford do usually occupy that space, they more or less just hug that touchline and really just stick on that position. Not really fluent and fluid in terms of at least shifting over to another side of the pitch, maybe just create an overload. So, yeah, kudos to Cunha on that. High ball IQ on that. Lovely finish. Yeah, man, United right now, it looks like we are entertaining and winning games the United way. Let go thrillers, that's a United way, man. But maybe just to a disclaimer for the opposition, never celebrate too early at Old Trafford or even against Manchester United. So either celebrate at the end or really just celebrate when you're home, man, because there's that late winner always coming, man, and it came back to bite. But yeah, kudos to Marco Silva. I think those subs in the second half he made to really apply pressure on us, bringing Ryan Sessegnon in. And man, yeah, Kevin. I feel like Fulham is a club that has so many good players, man. They have the likes of Kevin on bench. We rarely see this guy start so many games, man. ESR is in there, Harry Wilson, Raul Jimenez, man, a bunch of good players in there who can just do their thing. Yeah, but yeah, I think Michael Carrick right now is really doing his thing. Our next game is Spurs, so hopefully we can do something at Old Trafford. We host them at Old Trafford. Spurs last season real humbled us on that respect. We played them 3 times and we lost 3 times. So it's really payback time. It's really payback time. But yeah, I feel like that Spurs team is not to be played with, as you saw in their Manchester City game. They drew 2-2. Dominic Solanke with a lovely goal. I think it's one of the goals of the season. In the whole of Europe, man, no one has scored a scorpion kick, I think. You could correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, lovely goal from Dom Solanke, I think. But they didn't really play all that well. I feel like Thomas Frank is not really getting that whole formation and the way to use his players in the best way. They had a strong second half, don't get me wrong. But yeah, they could have done better. I think injuries plaguing that team so much. So yeah, hopefully they can give United those 3 points, man, because United needs them. At this point, United is 4th. Yeah, at least Champions League spots look like we could clinch something in there. And yeah, Michael Carrick looks like he's poised to have a strong finish to the end of the season. And yeah, I feel like our biggest problem has been the small teams. We always have something to do against the big teams, man. Don't get me wrong, but it's the small teams that really give us that hard time, especially teams that can play a little bit of soccer in there. So the likes of Brighton, Fulham is in there. Now we've just dispatched over Fulham. So games I'm really looking forward to seeing maybe Carrick will do something in these games. That's Bournemouth, that's Brentford, that is Brighton. So these are teams that really give us a tough time, and really they don't really just come and sit off like most of these guys do. I think Fulham got it a bit wrong because coming off the bat and sitting off on this United team, that's not the best thing you could do, because right now we have so many guys who can beat you in that low block. We have guys who can create. Bruno Fernandes is at the top of his powers. Matheus Cunha is at the top of his powers right now. As you've seen, Benjamin Seško is really now banging in some of those goals. Lovely finish from him to put us ahead in this game. So yeah, I think teams need to look out for that. And Manchester United right now is in a dangerous position. So you really don't want to be playing us in the next few games. Yeah, Carrick is doing his thing, giving us that confidence. You can see the players are really confident. I think one of our biggest players across these 3 games has been Kobbie Mainoo. Ruben Amorim I think the treatment of Kobbie Mainoo under Ruben Amorim was a bit sus, because now we're really seeing the best of Kobbie Mainoo. Given the fact that he's playing in a double pivot, I think most of the United fans, everyone was really asking for a back four under Ruben Amorim. And you can see this is the same team that Carrick is using. Just play a back four and we shall eat, man. And now, right now, we are eating good. We are really eating good. Maybe an injury in there could really, I think, destroy the chemistry in the team, especially in the middle of the park. You saw when Casemiro went off, the game a little bit dropped to a certain level where we didn't have enough control, and I think Fulham really pegged us into our own half and just started spamming crosses and spamming chances. But yeah, I think if we could, at least in the summer, look at least getting a youngin in there just to at least complement Kobbie Mainoo, maybe a Baleba in there, someone who can eat up space, or Adam Wharton in there. So yeah, I think it's poised up to look like a nice summer for us. And given the fact that we could finish in a Champions League spot, it looks like we shall be going big in this summer. So yeah, I feel like some of the areas for us to improve on would have to be, we have to get, let's say, a CDM. I'm not even talking about a pure and out CDM who could also couple him with another central midfielder. So at least if we could get a replacement for Casemiro, and as well getting someone in, at least just to give an extra body in there, because I feel like Manu Ugarte is good. Okay, he's average, but he's not the quality for United. I think that PSG deal wasn't one of our most recent better deals. I think they fleeced us on that, given the fact that we overpaid for a player who really doesn't necessitate what we want from him. So I think if we could look at moving on Manu Ugarte and bringing in 2 CMs or a CDM in there, we could get a right back as well, and as well a left winger in there, just to at least bolster our attack in there, because I feel like in the 9 position we are good. Zaxi and Seško in there, I think they could partner in good there, and at least Chido being in the reserves coming through, giving them that third option backup. Right side, we have Ahmad, we have Mbeumo. I don't think we could anyway invest in that position, but I've been seeing rumors of at least Michael Carrick looking like he might want Marcus Rashford back in this team. So yeah, that's something to look out for. Hopefully, Russia has been doing good in Barcelona, to be honest. 10 goals, 10 assists right now for the Catalonian Giants. But yeah, it's looking like it's looking good right now. So yeah, United fans, up the Reds right now, and yeah, Carrick, boss man. So I think that's it from studio today. Manchester United fans, leave a like, leave a sub, guys. It's been real. Thanks for watching. Duncan out.